What's up, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Is it okay to still say Happy New Year? I was reading an article saying that it's okay to say it like for the whole month of January. You can send out emails that talk about goals, intentions, and Happy New Year. Hey, Bruce, I want to say shout out to Bruce Carnahan, my LinkedIn local Phoenix co-host. That's right. I'll be giving you the latest update on that in just one moment. Let's put Bruce's comments up here. He says, "Terrific Tuesday, everyone." It sure is. I like that. Terrific Tuesday. Well, you guys, this is 15 minutes of FAIN. That's me. You get me here every Tuesday at 12 Mountain Standard Time. For 15 minutes, we're going to be dropping tips, thoughts, and trends all about LinkedIn, business development, and career coaching. So, those are the three buckets I talk about. If there is a topic you would like me to shed some light on, please drop that in the comments and I will see if I can get that queued up. Today, we're going to be talking about something kind of boring, can't lie. LinkedIn settings, right? Saving your information on LinkedIn and checking all those very boring settings on LinkedIn. I actually like to do this every January. I do it with my own profile. I like to do a blog post about it, social media tips. Because I think we tend to neglect that. And we have to remember at the end of the day, we're just playing on someone else's playground, AKA the LinkedIn platform. We got some other people joining us. Lori. Well, hello, Lori. Happy New Year. Bruce says Happy New Year as well, too, Lori. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. We're streaming live on all my platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. As you guys might know, LinkedIn is my favorite social media platform to play around on. Now, before we jump in to today's sessions on checking your settings on LinkedIn and how to save not just your profile, but everything you've ever done, I've got some updates, some announcements to share with you guys. Real quick, two things we're going to talk about today. So, first, LinkedIn Local Phoenix. As I talked about, Bruce and I are bringing live events back to the Phoenix area. So, Chandler, Tempe, Phoenix, and maybe over in Litchfield. I might be working on something very special for quarter 2. Follow me so that you can be in all, find out all the insider tips on our events and LinkedIn stuff. So, Bruce and I are hosting our first joint event together, LinkedIn Local Phoenix in Chandler, Arizona at the Sleepy Whale. Drum roll, shout out to the Sleepy Whale for being our event sponsor. And a big shout out to Bill Soroka for being our sponsor for 3 events this year. That's right. He partnered up and said, Mary, I love what you guys are doing, bringing the community together. And so I'd like to sponsor 3 of these events. Yes, we have Delwyn Williams. He is one of our volunteers, as is Teresa Shelton. She'll be volunteering, manning the volunteer table, giving you guys raffle tickets because we have amazing raffle prices. So, anyways, you guys, that event is January 25th at the Sleepy Whale in Chandler. 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. We've got an amazing speaker coming to tell you how to share your story on LinkedIn, the professional platform. Woo, I feel like I'm talking really fast. We have some nibbles and bites that I just ordered. I'm super excited. We are practicing social distancing. So if that is a concern, it's legitimate. We get that. The venue is outside. We are having this on the patio area, so fresh air. We will have heaters to stay nice and warm. And So you can practice social distancing. If you want to wear a mask, by all means, wear a mask. That's up to everyone individually, but we are also limiting the event to 40 people. So we have about 20 tickets sold. We have 20 more spots. I think one of them has your name. So if you're in the Phoenix area, please jump on. Hey, Bruce, maybe you could drop the link for the tickets. That would be wonderful. If you could drop that link to learn more about LinkedIn Local. So that's announcement number one. As you can tell, Bruce and I are super excited to be hosting LinkedIn Local Phoenix. Announcement number two is so many people want to work with me. And to be honest, not everyone can afford the full like 4 to 6 month package. And so I wanted to I want LinkedIn to be accessible for everyone, and I want everyone to use it successfully. So I created the LinkedIn Accelerator Academy, and it's not boring video tutorials where you fall asleep and you just check it after the first couple videos. This is live weekly coaching, ding, with me, and then also live office hours every week. So we're going to move through everything from, yes, the boring LinkedIn profile, because you need to go from boring to badass to stand out in the sea of sameness. But we're going to talk about referral partners, strategic partners, content and engagement. Like there's a whole big workbook that goes with that section, you guys. I have a really great workbook that's going to go with this, and we're limiting it to 20 people. So this isn't like me trying to sign up everyone in the world. This is me looking for 20 career professionals or 20 business owners who want to elevate their LinkedIn game in 2022. Thank you. Look at that. So you see that link right there? Just go there and buy your ticket for LinkedIn Local. Okay, so those are my two big announcements, but we have 15 minutes, so I got to get going. At the beginning of the year, you guys, there's some housekeeping that you should do for all your social media platforms. But as you know, I'm your LinkedIn strategist and consultant. So I'm going to talk about LinkedIn and what you should do at the beginning of every year and again in June. I like to do this every 6 months. So two things. You need to back up all your information and you need to check all your settings. So I'm actually going to show you how to do that. So are you ready? Does anyone here already back up their information on LinkedIn? You can just write backup in the comments. So I am going to bring that up and show you right now how to easily get a copy of your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go over here. And let's take off that branding because you can't really see. Okay, so from your LinkedIn profile, to get a copy, a PDF copy of your profile, you're simply going to click on the More button. And it'll say Save to PDF. Now, I'm going to do that. So I think you guys will see that. Let's move that over and bring that over. And then, so it's that quick. A copy of my PDF is already saved. And I'm going to show that to you and show you what that looks like. So there you go. I'll start from the top. It basically captures everything on your profile. That's the keyword. But look, I mean, how many pages is this? 16 pages. So it's going to capture everything. And of course, I have my About You section in a Google Doc. I highly suggest that when you're writing on LinkedIn or writing, your profile or your content even, to create that in a Google Doc so that you have it. Because heaven forbid, if you're trying to update your profile and LinkedIn freezes or something, it's a hot mess. But it actually, so you can see, it has everything there. So that is how to easily get a copy of your LinkedIn profile. But you know what? What's even more important, you guys, what about getting, yeah, you can use it as a resume. Absolutely, Bruce. I might have turned that in for a facilitation, a coaching facilitation position with this company that I just love. I might have done that. But it's also important, you guys, think about it. We are on a rented playground. We do not own LinkedIn. We do not have control over it. We need to accept that and own that. And so it's really important, I want to say critical, that you back up all your information. So I'm going to show you how to get the larger backup. And I don't know if anybody else has ever done this, but let me bring this up and I'm going to show you. And it's really easy. The one thing though is that it's going to take some time. So I'm in settings under my LinkedIn profile. Now I have this set up. It says how LinkedIn uses your data. Right here, section 2, get a copy of your data. Simply click on the change button and you really have two options. One, you want something in particular. Maybe you want all your articles. Maybe you want your connections. Maybe your messages. Like that might not be a bad idea. And clean up my messages. It's really become a mess. Your profile, do the PDF recommendations. Maybe you want to download those. Maybe you want to chunk this out and download things separately so you can use them for different things. For examples, recommendations, you could use those on your website or social proof. Or maybe you want to download everything. So if you choose this, you have to hit request archive. And I believe it does take 24 hours, maybe up to 48 hours. I'm not sure. I haven't done this probably in about a year. But I do suggest that you go through and you back up all your data on LinkedIn twice a year, January and June, just like when you need to check your fire alarms or smoke alarms in the house, right? Check the batteries and stuff. So make sure that everything is backed up. Does anyone have any questions on those two backup ways? Yeah, recommendations can be turned into testimonials, the voice of the customer. It's your social proof, right? So put that out. And I talk about that with clients, how we can take things from your website and use them as content. And then vice versa, you can take things from your LinkedIn profile, right? And use them other places. Let me just adjust that. And for those of you that don't know, this is Brittany Grace. We adopted her last August. She is just adorable and she has to hang out with me. She's in most of my shows and my Zoom calls. Keeping it real, folks. So let's talk about another very important setting. And I did not change mine, so I can show you how critical this one setting is. And this is to keep you safe and secure online. So let me share my screen and show you. And you guys are going to be like, what? You're going to be like, what, Mary? Let's see. I think it's this one. Yeah. So again, I'm in my settings. I had this all pulled up. So under account access right here, you're going to go down. Do you see this where it says where you're signed in? Look at this number, you guys. It says I'm signed into 11 active sessions. Do you think that's safe and secure? No. The answer is no. Lori, I'm glad that was helpful. Everyone should get a copy of their LinkedIn profile at the very least. So this, you guys, right here, where you're signed in. Right here, you see that? I want you to take a moment. I want to make sure you see I'm signed into 11 active sessions. That is not good. Go to change. Germany. Oh, shoot. You do have to have your password. So I'm not going to do this right now in front of you. But what I want you to do is I want you to go in and you can sign out of all of them. But that would be disastrous for me right now because I'm trying to show you things on LinkedIn. But you do, and you want to have devices that remember you. Oops. You want to have that to 0. You don't want any device in today's world to remember you. You do need to log into everything. Just remember that. You should also have 2-step authentication done. So, I have to get a password. I have to get a code sent to me when I'm logging in. If for some of us who work with virtual assistants, two-step authentication. You want to have that put in. If you're giving access to anyone for any of the platforms, any of your accounts, make sure that you're protecting yourself. Okay. So I hope that that was helpful. I did have one more. Let's see. People also viewed. Let me show you this one more, and then we're almost out of time. Okay, so again, I'm just in settings and I'm under site preferences. What I really suggest you guys do is, you know what, block off 20 minutes and go through every line, read it, and adjust it if necessary. I have autoplay videos, I have that on showing profile photos, right? Now, your profile photo, this is kind of important, and I'm always surprised when people don't have this turned on. You can do the drop down. No one can see my profile, only my connections, only my network, or all LinkedIn members. You're on LinkedIn to network with others, to be found, right? To get known. So a picture is worth 1,000 words. Please change this so that everyone can see your profile photo. Many of us won't even connect with someone if their profile photo is not visible. So definitely go here and change that. I also like to go here. People also viewed, and I have that set to no. And to change any of these, you just click on the change button, and then most of them are toggles. Now, I don't want people to see the other people viewed as, um, I'm sorry, people also viewed, because we read left to right. And what can happen, right? We read left to right. And what typically happens is someone will click on that name and then you've lost them. I call that glitter, right? So we have like 6 seconds on our profile for someone, to capture their attention with our background banner, our headline, a few words of the about you section, and your cover story. I just released today, again, a different format of the top 11 features that LinkedIn released in 2021. If you haven't read the blog or seen the 15 minutes of FAIN, please see the carousel that I posted today and make sure that you're trying new things and using some of those new features like the cover story. So, you guys, that is what I wanted to share with you today. These weekly 15 minutes of FAIN are really designed to give you a quick tip that you can implement right away. So, everyone, please go check your settings, back up your data, let me know what topics you would like me to cover. And then, one more announcement that I totally forgot to mention. Some of you know I had the show Bite-Sized Tips for Busy Entrepreneurs, where I interviewed other savvy experts to help you grow and scale your business. We said bye-bye to that show for 2022. And instead, we opened up a space to have a masterclass. So the first Thursday of the month, I'll be doing a 30-minute free training with a 15-minute Q&A, and it's at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And the next one, I believe, is February 3rd. I'll be creating that event and getting that out next week. So it's free. You can sign up for that. Oh, that's wonderful. See, Bruce, isn't it? It's one of those simple things. And I always think it's so boring and I don't really want to talk about it, but it's really important. So the master classes, it's called Master It with Mary. Every month, it'll be a different topic. So in February, I'll be talking to career professionals on how they can up their LinkedIn game. So again, those are free trainings. If there's something that you would like me to talk about, please let me know. If you're local, please come join us at LinkedIn Local Phoenix. Take a selfie with Bruce and I. Get up on the next, we're going to have a selfie board. We're going to collect these photos. It's going to be fun and informative, right? You're going to learn something. You're going to meet incredible people. This isn't a pitch fest. You're not throwing your business cards out to everyone. This is about having meaningful conversations with new and past connections. LinkedIn Local is all about bringing your online community offline to cultivate your connections and have those conversations that convert into new opportunities. Okay, you guys, if you have any questions about any of these programs or this, just hit me up, send me an email message, or you can email me at hello@maryfainbrant.com. Please ring my bell on LinkedIn, and that just gives you notifications for when I go live or post a new blog or post new content. I'd love to see you ring my bell over on LinkedIn. Take care. Ciao.